Welcome back to another episode of Film Buff Bros, and in this episode, we're going to talk about our favorite Family Guy Christmas episode.
Oh, yes, we are.
All right, so I went with season 3, episode 16. Can't remember. It was like Merry Freaking Christmas, I think it's called, something like that, or a Freaking Christmas Special. Almost no flashbacks about references, the things that they're referring to in the episode, which was kind of like a hallmark of later seasons. Not really a fan of that. Again, it kind of takes away from like the linear quality of the story. Sometimes they're funny for sure, but I just think that they do them too much these days. Stewie still wants to kill Lois. I kind of liked that running theme that they had there. More of a linear story. One of the funny lines from it was, just a synopsis, spoiler alert. I guess Peter is supposed to give some presents to a toy driver, lesser fortunate people, but he ends up thinking he's supposed to give all of the presents. I guess they're wrapped, so he doesn't realize it, so he gives all the presents to the charity. And they give them away, and he tries to get some of them back, and their house catches fire, or not their house, but the Christmas tree catches fire, and the turkey burns. One scene where Peter's trying to get the gifts back from this trailer park family. What did I put here? Hillbillies that accidentally get all the Griffins' Christmas gifts. There's two younger adolescent sons, and they mistake the VCR for a sex bot, I think they call it. And he's like, "It's my turn to have sex with the sex bot." This is an ironic incident joke where the fire extinguisher that Brian tries to put out the Christmas tree fire with shoots fake snakes. It's like, one of those gag things. And it makes the fire bigger, so I like irony. Lois tries to make the most of it after the fire, but loses it when they think that they're out of paper towels. And then once she's gone off, in a rage, Meg says, "Oh, I found some paper towel." I like that. I don't know what that kind of poetic device is called. I guess it's irony as well. And another kind of ironic thing, when Lois is climbing the town Christmas tree, because she's gonna remove the star. She's all angry about Christmas, and one of the cops is about to shoot her down from the tree, and Peter or someone says, "Oh, don't shoot her," and then Joe, the paraplegic cop, says, "Oh, don't worry, it's just a mild sedative," and then. But at this point, Peter pushes the barrel of the rifle away, and it shoots a car, and the car explodes. So yeah, no, I like. Again, it's what we were talking about when we were watching The Simpsons, how it hasn't, you've put it as aged well. But I just like the more I like offensive stuff too. And when we get to the South Park episode, I'll talk about that. But with Christmas stuff, I kind of like. The more childish, simple, tamed kind of comedy, because it just feels more wholesome and nostalgic for me. So for Christmas episodes, I'm tending to choose the cartoon Christmas episodes that we're doing here. I tend to choose episodes that are from the earlier seasons of these TV shows where they weren't pushing the envelope so much. Maybe at the time they were pushing the envelope, but in hindsight they seem a little more wholesome, which I like for Christmas.
Yeah. South Park is. We'll talk about South Park in a minute, but yeah, there's something respectful and like you said, wholesome about just a straight on heartwarming Christmas movie. Which is weird because we like movies like Black Christmas. Which is so Family Guy, this was, I think, what season was this? Road to the North Pole was 9 or something, but it was, I think around 2000. No, it was recent. It was in the last 10 years, but it was really funny. I like Family Guy. They go to the Christmas lineup at the mall. Stewie, they close it up early, so he's like, I'm going to go up to the North Pole and kill him. So it's a journey trip between Brian and Stewie. I find those Family Guy episodes are really good, the buddy journey. So they get up there, but Santa's like emaciated. The elves are like fucking zombies, and the reindeer are like fucking steroid, fucking foaming at the mouth dogs. The first thing they do is they go, Santa, we're going to take your presents for you. So they go to the first house they go in the sleigh and all this, and end up like killing the husband, and it's like beating him with a baseball bat. And then like the little girl comes down like, Daddy, and then the mom comes down, Dan, and they beat the family up and gag them and tie them up, and so it's really harsh. They finally go. Santa's having a hard time. Everyone should just have one present each from now on. And at the end of the episode, everyone's like, I can do that. I can do it. And so 1 year later, everyone's opening up their one present. And it's funny. It's a good ending. It's funny. Quagmire opens up, gets handcuffs. And like Herbert, the pedophile guy, gets a picture of Chris. Oh. And, fucking Lois gets like a paper bag of groceries and shit. Like, so it's... it's just a well-written, I think it's a 44-minute episode. I think it's a double episode. But yeah, great humor in it, and pushing the barriers. And it's just the great Christmas music. Like, the score is really nice. I'm not a big fan of all the musicals that Seth MacFarlane does in the show. But this episode, they were put there. They were good Christmas songs. And so I think the music really worked well in this episode. And yeah, I recommend it for sure, man. Yeah.
Alrighty. That's our episode for this week. Tune in next week for another episode, and click down below to subscribe and to let us know with a comment what types of shows or movies you'd like to see us review.
Feliz Navidad.